everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm wearing the same thing. I'm filming again the same day, but I did adjust my lighting because I felt like it's a little bright in my Lush video and you couldn't really see some of the things that I wanted to show. So hopefully this video is a little bit better. I am going to be doing a book tag today. These are actually one of my very favorite videos to film, also to watch. So just warning you, there might be a lot of book tags because those are some of the things I love the most. This tag is the end of the year book tag. It was created by Ariel Bissett. I'll definitely leave a link to her channel down below. So let's just get started. So the first question is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Yes, and I'm giving that an emphatic yes. This one is Crown of Midnight. I don't have the dust jacket because I'm telling you, I really did start it, and I do take off the dust jackets. I'm only on page 55, so I must have gotten distracted by something else, something new and shiny. But I do have this whole series, so I do want to hurry up and finish this one so I feel like I'm making progress in the series. Plus, The Night Circus. Look at this beauty. The Night Circus. I have a very complicated relationship with this book. I just keep getting distracted, and I think it's because I have built up too much hype in my head for this book. I like it so far, what I have read. I probably need to start over a little bit because it's been a while since I've started it. But this is probably my longest, the book that's been sitting on my TBR shelf the longest since I've started like Bookstagram and BookTube. So it's been like 3-4 years. I feel so bad. Those two are definitely ones I need to finish like right now. Okay. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? I do. So the book I have is Song of the Crimson Flower by Julie C. Dow. I just think this just screams fall and winter both because this dark background with like this burnt bronzy gold title here just seems so like seasonal, I guess. And again, this is a fantasy book, and I always think of fantasy when I think of fall and winter reads. And this one is only 272 pages, so I think it's a really good transition book. I haven't read it yet, but it does seem like it has a very classic fairy tale story to it. It's about two characters, Bao and Lan. Bao is a physician's assistant who I think is like very poor, and Lan is a wealthy nobleman's daughter. And Bao is like hopelessly in love with Lan, and he like proposes to her and she rejects him. And later she's kind of thinking about her actions and she feels really bad that she rejected him so cruelly. She ends up finding Bao's prized flute on the water, and later they find out that Bao's soul has been trapped in this flute because he was cursed by a witch. And the way to break this curse is love. So very classic fairy tale like story. It says that they encounter like war, blood magic, and romance, and that just sounds amazing to me. So it seems like a classic fairy tale, just slightly darker, especially because it has this backdrop of war, I guess. Now I'm not sure, but that's what it seems like. So that is my pick for my transition into like November, December read. Next question is there a new release you're still waiting for? And yes, of course. So the one that I've been waiting for all year is Queen of Nothing, and I'm so glad it got moved up to November. I cannot wait. I am dying to know what happens because the Wicked King left off on such an intense, crazy cliffhanger that I really need to know what happens with Jude and Carden. My fairy babies, I'm coming. I'm gonna find out, and I just feel like this last book is gonna be really epic. So what are the 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? So other than Crown of Midnight, obviously, and Night Circus, one that I am definitely gonna read before the year's out is Winter of the Witch by Catherine Arden. This is her Bear and the Nightingale series. And I have read the first 2, obviously, and I loved it. And I actually had this for a really long time. I had it since the very beginning, but I didn't read it because I love 1 and 2 so much. So I purposely put off reading the last book in the series because I just want to believe that this world still exists and it's still going, and I have something to look forward to, because after I finish this book, it's done. The series is over, and what am I going to do with my life? The other book is Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman because The Toll is out now, and I have not finished the second one. So I felt like the first one didn't end in a cliffhanger, but it definitely ended like with a bang, and I was scared that this one was also going to end like that and maybe more intensely. So I have a really hard time reading series, clearly. I like binge reading series and just knowing that I have the next book if I need to just like go into it right away, because I cannot wait and I have no chill. So now that the third book is out, I can go into this last book that I do want to read, but it's kind of like if I don't get to it, it's not a huge deal, and that is Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell. I have not started it. I just have like a little bookmark here. This is the Gorgeous Waterstones edition. I always do this. I pre-order books and then I just don't read them, and I'm like waiting and waiting and waiting all year long for them. I get them and I just don't read them. I don't know. I just don't read them. I think I'm too scared. I don't know. I'm scared of my own expectations and my own anticipation, I think. Plus, I thought this was going to be it. And then she goes and announces there's a third book in this world. And I'm like, oh, again, I'm not good with series. So it's like, do I read it? I don't know. But I did like reread Carry On like every single year until this came out. So I guess I could just do the same thing. But I did hear this is a little bit sadder, I guess, than Carry On. So I'm sad because Simon and Baz are my babies and they need to be protected at all costs. So, but I am going to try to read that, and I think it'll be a pretty fast read too. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Queen of Nothing, I think it's definitely going to be one of the top books that I read this year that were released in 2019. And then I think one of my other favorite books is going to be Winter of the Witch, just because I love this series so much and I think it's going to end beautifully. And there's just something so satisfying and so heartwarming about reading the last book in the series. So I think that will definitely be a favorite as well. Last question is, have you already started making reading plans for 2020? So yes and no. I have a lot of arcs that I do need to get to, so I have put them in order of release dates, and they go into 2020. So in a way, yes, I have plans because I do need to finish those, but I don't have like monthly TBRs for next year that I am already planning, because I don't really do monthly TBRs. I write them because they're fun, but I don't really follow them too much because I'm too much of a mood reader. So I don't have plans like that. So this was the end of the year book tag. If you have done this tag, please leave a comment, let me know so I can go hop over to your channel and watch your video, because I love watching tag videos. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.